Your Excellency, the Right Honourable David Johnson, Governor-General of Canada, the Right Honourable Prime Minister Stephen Harper, Honourable Speakers, Honourable Members of the Parliament, Honourable Members of the Federal Government, distinguished members of the Canadian Armed Forces, distinguished families of Afghan veterans, distinguished guests, laissez-moi premièrement présenter à vous, à la population canadienne, le salam chaud et les salutations de mon président, Son Excellence Hamid Karzai, premier vice-président, Son Excellence Younes Kanoni, deuxième vice-président, Son Excellence Khalili, président de la Loye Djerga et Woulasi Djerga, Sénat et Chambre basse, et ma ancien collègue ministre de conseiller de ministre, et particulièrement Son Excellence Zahra Ahmad Osmani, le ministre des Affaires étrangères, la force armée et la police de mon pays et le peuple afghan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a privilege for me to attend this solemn commemorative occasion of the National Day of Honor being held here at Parliament Hill to venerate the services and sacrifices of members of the Canadian military, those who have served in Afghanistan as well as their families. Having served with exceptional courage and commitment alongside the people of Afghanistan, these veterans magnanimously contributed toward the establishment of peace and security and the collective efforts to help build a stable, democratic, and prosperous Afghanistan. Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand in full unity with you, celebrating the Canadian members of the armed forces who served in Afghanistan to make sure that their valor, heroism, and sacrifice made in the country are not deemed in vain, and to reflect that Afghanistan continues to hold their memory in high esteem. Ladies and gentlemen, over the decade on, since liberation from the reign of terror imposed upon the international terrorism and the extremists, Afghanistan has made great strides on all areas that underpin sustained growth, development, and the rule of law. To begin with, and be more specific, the province of Kandahar is far more secure and prosperous today than it was back even 10 years ago, since the inception of the Canadian mission there. Thanks to the Canadian men and women in uniform who carried out their mandate in true Canadian spirits and morale. Moreover, with the broad support from Canada and the rest of our allies within the international community, tremendous progress has been achieved toward women's rights and freedom, all guaranteed under the Constitution of the country. Similarly, the nation has witnessed a paradigm shift as regards education, as a solid majority of the population maintain access to healthcare and education, with as many as over 3 million girls attending school. Much the same, the successful process of the transfer of security responsibilities from the international coalition troops to Afghanistan indigenous security forces clearly accounts for the remarkable achievements made by the security institutions of the nation. Also, convening successfully the third democratic presidential poll just this past April is yet another pillar in the steady progress being made by Afghanistan. Ladies and gentlemen, one may wonder why counting these gains must be so important. Here's the answer. Because, as we know it all, these hard-won achievements constituted the real aims and purpose of the mission for which 158 Canadian soldiers and countless Afghan military servicemen and women and ordinary citizens laid their lives. And in fact, this is what gives real sanctity to their sacrifice and provide meaning to this grand national event. Ladies and gentlemen, these sacrifices are unequivocally of great value to the people of Afghanistan and of the world at large, as were made in defense of the values treasured worldwide and by the whole humanity. En terminant, je souhaitais vivement que le service historique et le sacrifice fait par la troupe canadienne, violents et par les violents soldats afghans, contre le terrorisme et l'extrémisme et pour le bien de la sauvegarde de nos valeurs et de idéaux partagés, ajoutant une force et le consolidant la relation bien bilatérale entre le Canada et l'Afghanistan, visant à mettre sur un cadre pour un partenariat durable et le long terme entre nos deux pays. Thank you et merci beaucoup.